If you live in Toronto, you know how insane it is to try to get tickets to any sort of popular concert. I want to throw it back to when I completely lost my mind and waited 2.5 hours just to see Sabrina Carpenter. The day started like any other, and I got ready for work. I genuinely had no hope of seeing her. There was no tickets, and it was way too expensive, the ones that were available. But at 4 p.m. I said, fuck it, let's just go to the box office and see what's happening. I think I got there around 4:30, and I think it opened at 4, and there was an insane line, but it was moving. But at an hour and a half in, the line just halted. People were losing hope and people were leaving, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick it out until they say there are no more tickets. I had heard that sometimes they open up a section that's close to the stage when they get to the venue because they're not sure if it's visible. But I was in literal pain because if I had just gone there half an hour earlier, we could have potentially had floor seats. But at last, we landed with tickets in that section that was next to the stage. It wasn't an amazing view, but we made it. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the stage head on, which just meant relying on the big screen whenever she was in front of the stage. And truthfully, I think a lot of people, even if they're facing the stage, stare at the screen a lot. She would also come out onto the runway a lot so we could see her. She also performed Lie to Girls with the lamp right here that we saw right in front of our stage. And of course, the big screen would show the front view. And hey, sometimes you have to rely on the screen when they do these different camera angles that you can't see even if you're facing the stage. In my mind, I have to cope and justify the fact that I had to pay money to see just half of Sabrina's face, but it was such a good concert. Don't get me wrong, I would have preferred to pay a little bit more money to have a better view, but we only did spend $130 each for these tickets. I won't lie to you, it is embarrassing that I did have to wait in line and try so hard to get tickets. Like, I'm paying money already and I have to try so hard. But if you also ask me if I regretted it, no, I don't, because it was so fun. I got to hang out with my friends. I got to attend a fun concert. I didn't really spend that much money considering everything. Would I do it again for another artist? I guess yes, if I really loved them and I had nothing else going on that evening. Moral of the story for me is I should probably just get less basic music taste so that I can go to more underground concerts with less fans. That's really not me though. I love my pop princess divas. Anyways, if you want to hear about Toronto life, I post about my life daily, so follow me for more.